on the reports of an investigation into documents being leaked regarding the roadmap. Do you think that it is appropriate for Victoria Police to investigate the leaking of documents, those particular leaking of documents?
I don't have any thoughts on those matters. They're not matters that involve me. Cabinet in confidence documents are under law very important documents that need to be appropriately protected, not just now but every day of every year, and that's been the case for decades and decades. That's not a matter I've just spent more time answering your question than I've had thinking about that matter. It's not a matter that I am particularly concerned about. That is not something.
Were you asked about it before it was referred to police?
Sorry?
Were you asked about it before it was referred
No,
to
police
police?
Police don't ask me.
No, in terms of internally before it was referred to police.
No, those processes. A person might be a public servant, but they don't work for me. They're not employed but hired by me. They're not disciplined by me or managed by me. That'd be a matter for.
Were you asked about it before the referral happened?
Oh, no, I don't believe so. No,
okay.
And I certainly wouldn't have been asked. You know, what did I think about whether they should be? That's not a matter for me. I don't involve myself in those things.
The leaking of documents from government departments. You've referred to Cabinet in confidence documents, but do you think that all documentation which is leaked has been leaked from a government department during the coronavirus pandemic should be investigated, including the emails in regards to the Sutton matter? I'm
not making any judgments about any of that. I answered in terms of Cabinet confidence because they would be the documents of the most seriousness. Again, these are not decisions that are made by me. Departmental secretaries, there are codes of conduct, there are rules in place, there are laws of the state, in fact. So I could just as easily have said to Alex, my answer could just as easily have been, I can't usefully speculate on that and I can't answer your question. But I thought I would just make the point around Cabinet in confidence documents that, you know, that is not a new notion, that is not a Labor notion, it's a notion that's been there for decades, some would argue centuries.
Has DHHS referred that matter to the police?
I've no idea.
I
have no idea. You would need to speak with them, and I don't propose to be directing them. They're secretaries under various acts of parliament, other officials and staff all are obliged to do certain things, and they take those responsibilities very seriously in my experience. But as for those matters, that's entirely a matter for others.